All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. Welcome back. It's another beautiful day at last. Finally, we're here once again, and it's about that time. Let me come on down to the bottom. There we go. It's about that time, man. We got a couple of stocks that are moving, so I'm going to write up the list, and we're going to start from there. So, I got WHLR, which a lot of people are probably looking at. WHLR. There's ARTL from yesterday after our move. SASI, cheaper stock. As well as AREB. That one, I'm not sure how well it'll do, but I'll just throw it up there. There's also another one that has lighter volume that I was thinking about. So there's AREB. Let's see. That one actually gained some volume, so that's good. Is that it? Okay, that might have been it. Yeah, I don't even see the other one, so maybe it sold off a bit. Yeah, there's another stock beginning with A. Yeah, I think that'll do it. So let's write that up and post it here. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, don't forget that if you want to check out the stocks that were moving over the last couple of weeks or months or years, check out the alert section in Discord. Great for back testing, especially. All right, so time for some analysis. What's looking good, what's not. For those of you tuning in on YouTube, I do appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to be on here on the live stream. Guys, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's get locked in. Another beautiful day. So, WHLR. We got a high point of 1075. 1075. Coming down, we pulled back and we had a low of 792. So, quite the range in here. Not bad. I see that I have trend lines, so it tells me that I traded the stock before in the past, and that was on August 18th. High point on that day, $6. Although doesn't seem like it's going to be as relevant because we are above the level by a good amount. That was $6. Besides that, looking at the daily chart, the 200 EMA is at 1043, so it's right here in the thick of things, 1043 for the 200 EMA. Yeah, so this to me looks like it kind of got up there and, short sellers came in against the level, literally to the penny here, if you ask me. Pulls back, wasn't able to hold, and from there it's been down and sideways. So, if we can get a solid red to green, if we get up there to those highs, we'll need to see good volume. If not, we've been seeing those bigger drops, man. We got to be careful of those big flush outs. They've been nasty these last few days. I've gotten caught in a few of them, unfortunately, but part of the deal. But it'll be good to see some strength, and even when we do end up pulling back for the rest of the day when the stock is finished, at least it being gradual, right, and just a smooth kind of sell off versus that big red candle that we'll sometimes see. So if this gets going, I'd love to see 1350, which is the high point of May 10th. May 10th, 1350, I think, is a good target. Okay, looks good. And I think that might be the last level that I watch. I mean, there's another candle with high volume. That's going back to September 20th, but I think 1320 is a good target for now. We'll see how it continues to move as we go forward throughout the day. That's WHLR. So, moving on. I'll watch it AREB next. AREB. Let's pull this one up here. Okay. Did this have a split or we just, okay, no, looks like it just moved up in after hours. Last time I traded it, it actually was up a fair amount, around 650. Also looks like I traded it below $1 before too. Okay, so it's one that I have traded in the past. The name actually is a little familiar now that I'm thinking about it. So let me get rid of a few of these other trend lines and we'll be good to go here. High point 163. Guys, every day for me, I have this routine, man. I have this routine. Every day I come in, I look at the scan, see what's moving. Then I get into a little bit of technicals here just to, give myself some benchmarks, really. The levels sometimes will mean nothing, sometimes they will. It just comes down to what's happening in the moment and reacting to it. So, let's say we do get up to one of these trend lines. If the stock is having a hard time, then I know, okay, ease off. Because there's always more than one indicator, right? Always. There should never really just be only one reason, right? So, and other times the stock comes up, it goes right through, then great. How strong is it going to continue to be? So low point here is at 112 so far here, 112. And that's not bad. So, the VWAP area of 128, we'll want to get up above that level for sure and hold. We got this candle here at 42 that sold off. So we need to see some strength if we get back level 112. It's giving me within the 100. So there we go. That's good. All right. So coming up, let's get rid of a few of these. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. As mentioned, I traded it on a day where we had a high point of 650. So I can map out 650 and I'll throw in a blue line over there. Now 650 versus a high point of 163 is very far away. So I'm going to come down and see AREB. And I want my E-Trade chart for this. I feel like the E-Trade, when it comes to just looking at the charting, E-Trade is a little bit more easy to maneuver and just, go back and see versus the Thinkorswim chart. If I go to single screen here, the Thinkorswim chart sometimes, like this is the daily chart here, like, this just looks a little clunky. It's hard to zoom in at times. And mine's a little small, so that's not good, right? So yeah, I just like to come over to E-Trade and get a good view of what's going on. So, going back to June 27th, 26th is where we had this, high volume move, and then from there we started selling off like crazy. So we're curling up, can we get back up to these levels, 390, $4? Then if we do, we start attacking this range right here, $5, a lot of resistance there, a lot of candles coming into 5 and then pulling back. After that, the 200 EMA. So can we get to 4? And then if we do, can we see 5? That's if this one is just incredibly strong. So I'm going to map out $5 as a level here. See, on that E-Trade charting, man, it's so clean for me. So clean. Thinkorswim, I just have to enlarge the charting, and but doing all that is a lot. 785. 785 for the 200 EMA, then we have to do the screen recording. All right. So make sure to be recording your screen, right? This is good for studying and as well as evidence, really, if something is to happen while you're trading with your broker, which has happened to me before, and it's allowed me to get a refund. All right, looks good. We can move this away to the side. Okay, AREB looking good. And lastly, SASI is one of the main ones. And then there's the other one that I said, we'll check it out. So 55 cents here for the high. Not bad. And this is a nice move here. We pulled back. And we had a low point of 38.80. 38.80. Yesterday, I think I left on my desktop audio, so every time I bought and sold, you guys probably heard that chime, which I know can be distracting. So today I made sure to turn it off. 50.11 for the 200 here. 50.11. Okay. All right. So looking at the daily, if it gets going, what could we expect? There's not a lot of major levels. So, I take it 10 cents at a time. Can we see 60, 70, 80? If it happens to get up to 1, that would be great. That's SASI. So we'll see how this one does. I'm not going to map out anything on the daily. Not seeing anything very significant for now. I think the 200 is a good target. And then I'll take it in 5-10 cent increments from there. ARTL, I was going to keep an eye on, but it sold off so much that maybe it's not going to be worth it. I don't know. This was a move that happened yesterday in after hours. And then today, where's my after hour? It's not even showing here. Settings. Time axis. Is this it? Appearance. It's somewhere in here. Oh, I'll look later, whatever. But yeah, this one started in after hours, and today, we'll see. So let's just put some lines. 395, yesterday's high, and then today's high we got 336. Okay, so at least that gives us something if it starts to move. At least we got a target that we can look forward to if it happens to be aggressive. Because sometimes you just never know. This could halt up, and then before you know it, it's at $4, right? So with about 2 minutes to go, Relentless, how do you want to approach this day today? You have 2 green days in a row after coming off that red stretch. Yesterday there were some adjustments that I wanted to make, and part of that was, not being too aggressive on one trade to where I can wipe myself out. I don't know what I was thinking hitting the buy button so many times on that trade yesterday. So, you know, today we got to make sure we keep, that's the 2 minute warning is going off. We got to keep longevity in mind. And, you know, we can look at that on a micro aspect as well, which means, hey, throughout the course of this day, let me not be so aggressive very early, especially in one place, one time, to where I can go super red and wipe myself out, like that show, right? The wipeout show. I got to pace myself and be responsible and always remain grateful, right? So, there's a time and place, and, you know, there's a reason why I size down on dips. This is part of the rules, part of the rules. So I got to continue to do what I know is best for me, even when I get a little tunnel vision, right? So I got to be careful about getting tunnel vision in the first place. So that's the adjustment for me today. Other than that, I'm looking forward to the opportunities. I'm going to have fun as I usually do. I'm going to look forward to being disciplined. I'm going to manage risk. I'm going to cut my trades quickly when they're not working. And I'm going to look for the best patterns here today, right? There's a list of patterns that I look for every single day. So remember, as we're going to transition here, remember our disclaimer. Remember that day trading is risky like any other business here in the United States. There are pros and cons. It's best to approach the market in a way where your exposure is limited. Utilize the simulator, utilize risk money. Trade smart. Do not be aggressive with retirement money or anything like that, especially when you're not consistent. All right, consistency here is the key. Remember that me broadcasting to YouTube is not an invitation to copy trade. You have to have a foundation in this field and towards a strategy. All right, it's not an invitation to try and copy trade. Copy trading me is a recipe to blow up an account real quick. And lastly, I do not invest money for my subscribers. All right, guys, so be careful of the impersonators and fake accounts. So we got a high of 63, low of 60. We'll see if this thing takes off here. Big drop. And there's the volatility of the first few minutes, right? Just so unpredictable. And then from those lows, right back up. 26 for the lows. Do I want to attempt to trade or do I want to wait? This size down here, just in case. Highs at 80, lows at 26. There are some buyers down there, but it's very volatile. Lovely. That's okay. It's super volatile. It looks like it's going to come right back down. That was an attempt for a high day break. Long 75, got a high fill, and immediately, instantly 50 on the bids. So switching gears to AREB. This one may be a little bit better. Let's get rid of this volume. Okay. And those bids are there. Are we going to keep going? Jeez Louise. I'm going to miss all of it. It's getting halted at 56. Well, it chose the wrong one. That's for sure. It chose the wrong one. AREB to the moon. That happens from time to time, you know. There was a bid at 44, but a lot of selling there ended up coming back out scratch. This one also has a bit of a spread. And it's coming up, jeez, it's coming up on VWAP too. This cold will not leave me alone, man. It's all year long, every day, every time. The other one, we're back at 80, but are we going to teleport down again this time? There's $9. It's getting halted up. It's just teleporting. Jeez, oh my goodness. This might be too much volatility here. It's never easy, right? The word easy doesn't exist. Oh, is that low? About 70? Jeez. I need to size down. I'm thinking too much. Okay. Right. Is it on screen? Oh yeah, it is. Oh no, it's not. Jeez. 34 for the high. There's 35. Struggling. Might pull back. That's not a big pullback, so I'll try it again. There's a good trade. Of course, as I'm about to size up, it does a big drop like that. Alright. Yeah, this is the wrong one. This is the one. You can make a lot of money, but the risk is just so high, you know. Like we want the downside risk to be limited. This is it's very present here. The resumption 37, 37.16. A little late there, but okay, still got something. Low was 42. I love to see this get halted up. That resumption could be fun. About a minute to the resumption. So I'll switch gears. At least I got myself back to green here, which is good. A lot of opportunity, but a lot of risk. What is it? 37.16. 37.16. 16 seconds and counting. Six seconds. We're halted at 156. What will it be? Good. Can we get a dip? It's not dipping. So I'm going to jump in. There's 80. Really? Do not Titanic. All you do. There's a bid. It's like it's not really dropping, but it's not going either. Not the greatest fill. Also not immediately pushing, so it's still give it some time here. Maybe we see a bigger pullback. If not, just wait. Is this it? No, not quite. Big battle here. Up or down? The halt levels are far away, which is good. So if it breaks over the high here, if we hold above, I'll be long. A little bit more of an aggressive entry, but could be good for this type of sideways range here. I have the current candle 75. Okay. It's so volatile, man. Can the stock slow down a little bit? 86. It might not dip here. It might not. Okay. It is so volatile, man. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Is it gonna go straight through? It might. No, no, not quite. It's fluctuating so much. It's a very aggressive level 2 here. It's flying. It's holding fairly high. They got higher fill, unfortunately, there, but let's see if we can get back over 90. Wait. Can get in on the bids if I want to, but how, is it likely we see the 5 minute pullback here? It's a question I'm asking myself. Or would we see a breakdown to quickly reclaim? Good entry there. Now let's continue to curl back up. Or are we going to start to break down to lower lows? It seems like it might want to come down to lower lows. It's lingering. So we see a bigger flush out. Or am I just selling too soon? I'll try it again. Oh, okay. Bigger flush out. 75, how low? There was a bid there, but didn't last at all. KB! Is KB in the building today? KB, are the Bulls taking this one or not? As long as we don't teleport down, I don't mind. Bro, there's too much selling. I wanted to hold that to $2, but I could be out early, but it feels like there's too much selling here. 73 again. Are we gonna keep holding? The other one is selling off. Try it one more time. Bit of a break and reclaim, but it needs to rip through 80 here. Who is selling? So who is selling all these shares up here, man? Come on. Good. Well, they're still selling. It's a big seller. So if it gets above the level and can hold, that'll be good. Some sort of hidden order there or something. There we go. Okay, we see the pull away 85, 86, 34. Do not, do not, Titanic. Is it? It looks like it might. Oh, it got bought up. It's so tricky, man. And 69. Well, very tricky one here. We got a low of 68. I'm gonna try it again. This time I'm gonna put a stop in place, and if it stops me out, whatever. Try and hold it a little longer again for the millionth time here. Diamond hands this time, unless I get stopped out at my stop. Diamond hands. Yeah, 23,000 is not a lot. Eat through. Buying up all those shares. Can I hold this position to $2? Or at least, yeah, $2. So I'm gonna wait here for as long as I can and try and let this thing curl up here. We cleared 80 already, so I'm not worried about 80. We'll just see how it does. And this is a smaller position too, not crazy on size, but just watching. $50,000 share buyer. Now that's what I love to see. It's looking good. It's looking great. And as long as it can hold up well, I would love to see high 80s before a pullback though. And there's a minute and 10 seconds to the new 5-minute candle. I'd be watching for us to have the 1-minute candle make the 5-minute candle make the new high. If we pull back early, I will add it. If we pull back early, I will add it. I think it'll be worth it. Patience. Is that it? Time. Candle's about to close. Uh, do not fail me now. And it's making a new low. Get stopped out. VWAP though is right there, so it might have been even an early stop, but still. Yeah, I did sell another quarter just, just to be safe. 76. The candle didn't close in the best shape there. We needed to at least get to high 80s, but fair attempt. Tight risk. I like that there's a bottoming wick there, so it might try again here. This candle needs to be aggressive and high on volume if it's gonna work. How about WHLR right here? Is it looking okay? Careful with that stock. It is below VWAP. We'll see if it gets above VWAP. WHLR. Some volume was coming in, but not quite enough. AREB might be finished. It's a possibility. I'm gonna do a rotation here just quickly to see. SASI, how did we do? Not much. I think AREB might be finished. Maybe not. I don't know. It needs to curl here, man. If not, trouble. RCLF. Let's check it out. The volume was fairly decent going into that last halt. Um, hmm. Maybe there's something there. Can keep an eye. Although I'd use small size being that the price is this high. So we had a low of 66. So it held up that low of 64. Time 55.19. 55.19. AREB, man, just so tricky here. But curling up 55.19. So RCLF, here we go. 10 seconds. 1747. This is a 10-minute. Looks like it might be a 10-minute. Right now I'm flat on the day, despite all the action. So we're taking it easy. Missed the halt up on AREB, didn't really get to do well on the resumption. Just flirting around 200 and flat, 200 and flat. We'll see what this resumption is talking about though. I might prep 2 order entries just in case. Might be good, especially if there's good volume. ARTL curling up here. This one though, another one that's a little tricky. Our CLF could moon. I hope so. I hope it gives entries more than anything. Because sometimes the halts, they just go straight up without even like pulling back or anything. It's better not be a mistake here. Giving this thing a chance. Come on, take off. Show me the moon. There's a bid, which is good. $10.19. Gotta be careful till I don't miss that resumption. ARTL starting to move though. And this other one is moving too. So here we go. 10 seconds, 1747. What will it be? Good resumption. lost on that early. Okay, switching gears. I thought I made money. It must have gotten really high fill on the ask. ARTL. I'll check that later. So we got up to 91 and then back down. Ay, 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 man. Goodness, goodness. Not, is it failing? It might be. Yeah, yeah, looks like it is. 5 minute pullback. The previous high end with VWAP not holding. Well, yesterday's high rather. Ay, ay, ay. What's going on today? Where are we at? We might want to slow it down a little bit, just in case. The momentum earlier today for me was just so volatile that WHLR, I thought, as great as it was with the range, I thought the risk was too high, so I just ended up not going for it. And then the other one, AREB, it's cheaper, so the spreads are tighter, but it still had a lot of volatility. And maybe it's onto something here, but we'll have to wait and see. If you're watching on YouTube, I forgot to mention it so far, hit that thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Today's goal, can we get up there to 200 likes? As you guys know, pumping stocks are illegal, right? That's illegal activity. But there's nothing wrong with pumping up the thumbs up, pumping up the like button, pumping it up to the moon. 300 likes. Got to pump it up. Not a song is gonna be stuck in my head. Rat the Green's favorite song. Don't you know? Pump it up. Pump up the thumbs up. Time like now, I gotta be careful though. It's 10 a.m. I'm not green. I gotta definitely be patient, wait, and not get aggressive. Stupid flies, man. Where's that zapper? And then they fly right into your face just to annoy you. Waiting patiently. AXLA. Yeah, this cheaper one did pretty good. SASI on the other hand, not so much. Ay ay ay. 10:05 a.m. WHLR in the depths. AXLA is still going, but it's so high up already that I don't think it will make sense here. Not unless there's a proper pullback, which it kind of already gave. It already gave a good pullback. So a stock like this, whenever it's finished, you just, a good daily breakout over this range. This is pretty good. This daily setup here is nice. And it got over the 200 EMA as well, which is lovely to see. NBSC, the volume is still a little too light. It's 10:06, so a matter of just sitting, waiting. BMP heading out. Made good money on AREB. Just waiting patiently. AREB currently below VWAP. ARTL not much, pulled back. AXLA around the highs. NBSE not much. RCLF to the depths. My goodness. I'm just gonna be here waiting patiently. 64. This other one is pushing up still after a small pullback. For me, it's just a little difficult here because I'm thinking it might be at the end of its lifespan, unless this just happens to go to like 70, 80, 90. But I don't know. $61,000 share bid right there, just hanging out. HKIT. Halted up, back down. I didn't even realize this was halted. Thought it was just light volume. Not seeing any very recent news here. It's like I don't understand what's going on with me. It's like I can't keep my eye open right now. I need to go splash some water in my eyes. GROM, it comes down to how high it resumes and how much volume really gets into it. If not, I wouldn't want to be too aggressive. So 15 and 15 seconds for resumption. High days at 7.99. I do have some blue trend lines too. AREB is curling up here a little bit. Two minutes. There's 67 for AREB. 70. Come on. Anyhow, those are really small trades, not even worth taking, really. AXLA pulling back. Maybe gives a good bounce out of this drop to VWAP. And that's the problem with me showing up, at the stock at 63 cents. We got to 66. It's like, unless it's going to go to $1, it's not worth touching. We'll see if this curls back or if it's on backside. Less than a minute to resumption, GROM. On the other hand, AREB getting active. I might miss this resumption at this rate. 68. Okay. Here we go, it's coming up. 670. Can we get a drop? It's just gonna go to the moon. False halt. Nope. Yeah, it resumed so much higher and just not really, giving an entry there. Once again, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. The green screen is all out of place, so there's this, which side is it? This side? There's this thing here, but that's alright. Right now I'm flat on the day, still waiting patiently. The resumption will be in a few minutes here, VROM. Holy smokes, 78. Well, whenever I leave, it's guaranteed the stock is going to go up, so not surprised. AREB. Really? Jeez. $20 and 35 seconds if it's 5 minutes. So we got a minute and a half. AREB. Holy smokes. AREB. Give a proper dip, give a proper dip, give a proper dip, give a proper dip. No, it's not dipping. Can we get halted up, please, at 10 at the very least if it's not going to dip? Lovely. Wonderful. Great fill, good exit. The resumption, do I even want to trade it at this point? It's 30 seconds out. AREB is moving again. Wow, look at that bounce. That's incredible. But it's having trouble. The other one, 770. When is it? Time? Oh, it's 10 minutes. Okay. This might be failing here. Or it's a really big pullback. It needs to hold up 90 at the very least. High 80s, worst case scenario. I was able to capture something there. VROM, still waiting. Guys, I know sometimes the trades are off screen, but it's because when it's like I come back, it's already started. And if I take the time to switch, I miss trades. I've done that way too many times in the past. So right now I just wait until I get a proper chance in an area where I'm no longer taking entries. I definitely want to see it back over $2. 3 minutes, 3 minutes for GROM. Hopefully we get a good entry this time. Uh, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. This might not be great. What's yesterday's high? I oughta wait. NBSC. There are buyers coming in though. But yesterday's high was all the way at 316, so this might be a waste of time here. Gearing up for GROM. Gearing up for battle. So target 799 and then break of 8. Daily chart, not too much resistance if we can get over that level. We got less than a minute. I'd say can we get to 817, and then if it's really, if it goes crazy, like 1170. VROM. Ten seconds. No fear, no hesitation. 770. Here we go. 5 seconds. Oh, that was lovely. Can we get another dip? Oh my gosh. That's not what we want. Oh my goodness. Wow. Why? 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 It's like it goes from being so good to so bad so fast. Yeah, you didn't even have time to react right there. It's just now. I had small size. It looks like I sold on the ass too, which actually might have been 85 from 60. I got 20 cents higher fill on the ask. But great trade nevertheless. That I usually don't do that. It was close to a halt down, but I took it anyways. Very risky. Very risky. Great move to the upside, all the way to 9, but immediately just 745 on the bids. Like, how can you even get out? Right now, for me, it's like if I would have gotten caught there, it's just nothing I can do but just take a loss, you know? Disappointing, man. WHLR is starting to move here, but this one is one to be very, very careful with. I'm not even going to use size here. At least not for now. Oh, oh my gosh. I sold too early. Is this it? Or do we need more? Be careful of this one dropping too. What was that? Selling 20 cents green. I'm ready to trade because it's coming down so fast. It's still just as volatile as it was before this morning. Ay, ay, ay. Also might be good for the limit orders. I think I might watch AREB instead, man. Come on. Volume and nothing. Yeah, I sold for a gain just now. At least I thought I was going to. And then it's like the bid and the ask both teleported lower. And there's the problem with some of these stocks is it's as if the bids that are there at each price point doesn't even matter. They just disappear or evaporate, get filled, or just skip. It's just doing its own thing. KT keeping it on the low. Yeah, not everybody likes to share their P&L. Not at all. I've had to embrace it because it's just part of, being out there publicly. But a lot of people do not like to do it, which is very understandable. Most adults don't like people to know how much they make anyways, right? UNG. Sometimes some people are for tax purposes, others just so that they can be left alone, right? Before you know it, people start asking you for things that they never asked you for. And when you say no, they say you changed. But are you the one that's changing? Or are they changing by starting to asking you for stuff, right? WHLR, bottom of the 7 Cs. To the depths. To Davy Jones' locker. The depths of no return. I think AREB could still do something if it holds up above 80. We gotta clear 96 and hold over 2. It's on the lower side here. There's 81. Either it could be a dip or it's going to sell off. Where are we sitting? If we might just call it. Well, this okay. It's working. This bounce is working. It seems like when this one starts to move, it's just very aggressive too. So good bounce so far. From 81 to 89, not bad, not bad. Now can we get to 95 and then 2? There's 90. Do I hear 93? Good, good, very good, very good. Can we continue to push here? This is where the short sellers start to get, start to get a little nervous again. I would have preferred to be in low, but come on. They're sweating now. They're sweating. They're sweating. They're sweating. Short sellers about to panic here. 97. Come on. Need that big push. The orders are so slow. It's doing well. It's doing well. For now, at least. We need volume, though. We need volume. And hopefully I can get a better entry here. But it needs to surge. If not, it's to the depths. To the depths. The fills are just compared to other stocks. It's like it takes an extra full second to get in and out. Whether it's being registered right away but just showing up late, I don't know. But disastrous fills. At least timing, it looks like. That's not good. So anyhow, so we at least we tried. Maybe it's just rejecting here to go back down, but I would have loved to get the push up to 205, 210. But short sellers feeling much better now. I can already see Raphael by his computer just, smiling now, smiling, feeling good. I didn't realize back in the days, what is the guy in East thing? I didn't realize back in the days how many short sellers there were, man. There's so many people going short. I think naturally there's going to be more long traders, but there's a lot of people who are just looking to short. GROM, man. From 9 to 6. And that's why day trading is risky. Cannot get married to these stocks. For long-term investing, it's, some people will probably have some small cap stocks in their portfolio for sure. But, at least the research needs to be done and they need to be strong companies. being diverse is good, but you know these small cap stocks sometimes are not really the best ones in the longer term. I'm gonna ease off here. I think I I think I'll come back, but being that it's not so hot, just gonna lock it in, man, and not even, but I don't mind coming back if there is something good. If the Discord is going crazy over something and there's a lot of call outs, I think I'll come back. I'll be around, so if something moves, I'll see, but I'm not gonna stay and, trade through a slower market. Couldn't capitalize on AREB because, the halt happened so fast, kind of got chopped out. Then the other one, WHLM or LR, WHLR, the range is usually the type of range that I want, but the way how it would teleport back down, from a low of 8 to a high of 937. That's not bad. And it did it about twice, 3 times. But yeah, so for those of you watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. We do appreciate it. Um, let's see. He is trading real time. What do you want him to say? My YouTube stream is delayed by a little bit. I don't know what the question was. Yeah, the YouTube stream is delayed. It's different for different people depending on location, internet speed, the YouTube server, stuff like that. But yeah. Uh, well, I don't know. Who wastes time watching this dude? Obviously you, right? I mean, if you don't want to watch, there's other channels. There's CNBC. There's no need to stick around here and especially even waste time in the comments, right? I mean, come on. So have a good time, man. Have a good time. But yeah, take care, guys. Stay safe. Stay green. We'll catch you next time. Bright and early, once again, tomorrow around 9:10 a.m. That's the sweet spot. So hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.